Hi everyone, welcome to your weekly readings for the 21st to the 26th of October 2019. Coming to the end of another month, coming to the end of Libra season within 3 days as well. Sun moving into Scorpio on Wednesday, very, very soon. Big shifts in energies, big changes. I hope you're all doing okay. I hope you've ridden out Libra season well, because it's been a little unstable. It's a stabilizing energy, but to get to that stabilizing energy, there's been this rebalancing for the past few weeks that you've probably all been feeling. Moving you into alignment within yourself and within your relationships, but it's not always easy to work with. If you're here, please say hi in the chat. Let me know how you're doing. And please remember to like and to share the video. Hi, Danielle. Wonderful to see you here. Now, you might be just that little bit ungrounded at the moment. So take the time to sit down or lie down and get yourself settled in. Start to take a few nice, deep cleansing breaths. Just allow anything you're carrying, especially the repetitive thought forms, the things that have been churned up, that might have been going around in your head, allow those to drop out of you. Allow them to fall away. And as you breathe in, just bring up some fresh earth energy. Allow yourself to feel connected to the earth, connected to your body. Feel your breath fill up your whole body. Feel the connection between you and the ground below you. Just keep on breathing nice and deep and steady. Just allow it to calm you and let you know that you're safe, that you're in the right place. Hi, Asma. Hi, Amber. I've missed you too, Asma. I'm going to start off in a moment by looking at the outlook for the collective for this week, and then I'll move on to the 12 signs from Aries through to Pisces. So the collective picture for the 21st to the 26th. Is that right? 21st to 27th, actually, I think. But never mind, I'll go back and change that later on, of October 2019. 21st to 27th of October 2019. Just suddenly realised that one. You want 7 days in a week, really. So where is the collective at the moment? Okay. It's clearing. It's clearing. As we move beyond Libra season, it's clearing. This is really, really nice. And I mentioned things have been tricky in the past few weeks for a lot of us. A rebalancing, a restabilizing, some things shutting down, going slower, some speeding up. Some connections within our lives moving closer, some drifting away, some reconfiguring in terms of who people are to us and who certain things in our life are to us as well, what they are to us, what's important to us, how we relate to each other. All of that has been shifting, it's been changing in order to take us somewhere better. And I feel like we're moving into more of a position of trust in terms of where we are, in terms of where we're at, who we're around, and in terms of the people around us. That's really healthy. Only thing to watch out for is not actually other people. It's keeping a little eye on yourself. on any agendas that you might be carrying, any things that you might be working behind the scenes to maybe impose on someone, influence them into. Not good, not good, not good. Get it out in the open or get rid of it, essentially. So the energies that we're collectively working under in the conscious space, we have the Ace of Swords, clarity, clearness, able to move forward in trust and understanding. Underpinning it, it's the 10 of Cups. We're in the right place. Emotionally, we're becoming more stable, more content, more balanced, happier with where we are. That's what these shifts have been for, these shifts of the 8 of Cups. So I mentioned this reconfiguring, and it's not been voluntary for everyone. Some things have been forced. Something shuts down, somebody pulls away, somebody moves closer. Suddenly you're forced to adjust. This is what we've been going through. It's what we've been going through, and now it's stabilizing out. Move into the space of the Prince of Pentacles. This is a grounded space that we're moving into. It's a grounded space. It's a space where we feel more able to express ourselves, to be ourselves. This is really, really beautiful and positive. In the right place, with around the right people, doing the right things. What happened with you? Did somebody move out of your life or shift away? Did something in terms of work shut down or not work anymore? Have you had to shift? Have you had to change? It's for something. It's absolutely for something. And it leads to a place of contentment. But more than that, it leads to a place where you can move on, where we can all move on, start to express ourselves, start to work together, to collaborate, to create something that is actually in alignment with who we are. This is the space to start to create more, to individuate more, to not feel quite so like something here isn't quite right, something isn't quite mentioned. I feel we're moving beyond that. As I said, the only thing that needs to be shed for most of us now is just keeping that check on any agendas or ulterior motives that you might be carrying yourself. Watch out for that one. Watch out for that one. But in general, this feels more grounded, more steady. We're able to move forward in this spirit of trust. Moving into this week, these last few days of Libra season, the first few days of Scorpio season. I hope that makes sense as a collective picture. I'm going to move on now to the 12 signs. Hi to everyone just tuning in. Hi Stamoku. Hi Laluna. Hi Diane. It's wonderful to see all of you. Please remember to like and share the video, everyone. That helps a huge amount. So we'll be starting off. Hi Michelle. We'll be starting off with Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is for the 21st to the 27th of October 2019. Aries. Okay, Aries. You're doing what you do best, Aries. You're pushing forward. You're finding joy. You're finding success as well. I feel like you're emotionally fulfilled. I feel a lot of your emotional fulfillment is coming about from success that you're having materially. So you might have done very, very well with work recently. You may have achieved some material success, been able to access more material things that you desire, that allow you to feel more in alignment. Some of you, I feel, might have been getting new hairstyles, new wardrobes, makeovers, or other material things that allow you to feel more expressive, more confident, more optimistic. And you're feeling balanced as a result of this. This is really, really helping you. It's really helping you. And I feel like you're quite excited because you're connecting with yourself in this deep way and expressing it outwards. So you're coming in with the 9 of Cups, Justice, and the 6 of Cups. And I feel with the 6 of Cups, there's this joyfulness and lightheartedness that is coming with being able to bring these things into your life, being able to remodel parts of your life that are in alignment with your deep self. And part of this is also honoring your inner child and allowing some of that joy. Some of that joy. It feels beautiful. It feels really, really beautiful. And you're allowed to honor yourself in this way. And I feel like you're going to push on in this direction this week. The only thing I feel to watch out for is that you're not leaving anyone behind. You're not neglecting anyone else. So you're prioritizing yourself, the things that make you happy, that make you feel more yourself. That's really, really good. The 9 of Pentacles, you are feeling really content, really able. Some of you might be in this little place of being like, well, I don't really need anyone then. But I feel you do. I feel there's just this need to just slow down that little bit and start to spread a bit of that joy to other people, start to offer a bit of emotional support as well. I have the 4 of Swords showing up. So I feel some people are a little more under it than you are at the moment, might need a bit of your time, a bit of your energy, if not your resources, certainly just a bit of care, attention, affection. You're doing well. You're in a good place. You can spread that to people around you. But it feels absolutely lovely for you at this time, Aries. You're doing really good work. I hope that makes sense for you. The next sign is going to be Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the 21st to the 27th of October 2019. Taurus. Beautiful, Taurus. Absolutely beautiful. You're freed up. You are freed up at this time. This feels wonderful. You're feeling powerful, confident, and ready to go at this time. Whatever doubt has been holding you back, whatever material restrictions have been holding you back, some of which have been real, some of which have been imagined, all of which has got in the way, I feel like it's cleared out of the way, like you've broken out of it, and now you're getting out of the blocks. So all those old negative beliefs, all those doubts, all of those are floating away. 4 of Cups. And you're feeling okay. You're letting them go. You're letting them go. You're tired of them holding you back. Tired of that. Out of date. No need for it. And with the 10 of Pentacles, you feel secure. You feel emotionally secure. You feel materially secure. You feel like you can do more or less anything. And you're ready to go. You're ready to take on new things. Now, this means that you're pursuing your own desires as well, your own dreams, your goals. The things that you haven't allowed yourself to go after are starting to open up for you. With the Knight of Wands as your situation, I do feel new starts, new beginnings. I feel you initiating a few things. I also feel very much that you are burning away the past, making sure that you can't just retreat back into those old ways of thinking, old ways of doing things. This is really exciting. Really, really exciting. It's a really powerful energy. It's a little wave that you can ride at this time that is going to carry you onto a new place, which makes it much, much easier to see where you're going to. I have the Lovers showing up for you. I have the Nine of Cups showing up for you as well. So we're seeing the Nine of Cups twice already today. And this feels like allowing yourself to be yourself and not being held back by other expectations, other views, other judgments, other perceptions of you that you may have internalized at times. With the Lovers, I feel like you're connecting with a much healthier part of yourself that tells you what's real, tells you what's not, and vanquishes what's not. Is clear, is able to think clearly, see clearly. And this becomes about pursuing your own happiness, your own dreams, your own goals. It feels absolutely beautiful, Taurus. If you want a green light, this is one. You don't need to hold back at this time. You don't need to retreat to those old coping methods, old ways of doing things. This is freeing you quite wonderfully. I hope that makes sense for you. The next sign is going to be Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the 21st to the 27th of October 2019. Gemini. Okay, a little different for you, Gemini. It's been a tricky period for you, Gemini, a really difficult period that has taken a bit of a toll on you. And so as it slows down this week, you're relieved. You're relieved. You've seen it through. You can reward yourself. One of the things that you can reward yourself with is a bit of a rest, a bit of downtime, which you might not have been able to take recently with things being so unstable for you. But you're coming back to yourself, you're connecting with yourself, and you don't need to be rushing at this time. I have the Six of Cups showing up for you, and I have the King of Cups underpinning it. So you're regaining stability. You've ridden it out. You've come through really, really difficult times. And now you're able to breathe. You're able to feel more reassured. You're able to feel like you can connect to a bit of joy, a bit of peace, a bit of harmony within yourself, Gemini. This is necessary at this time. It's important to take that time out because, yes, with the Queen of Wands, you're eager to get going, eager to show yourself, eager to do certain things, create certain things. Absolutely. But it can wait just a moment because you need some time for self-care. You need some time to recover. You need some time to rest. Some of you might just stay indoors for a day or two. Just be like, oh, finally I can do this. Okay, I'll deal with the world later on. Confident in who I am. Don't have to rush, don't have to move. So your challenge is suspension, traditionally the Hanged Man. Let go for a moment now. Let go because you've had to battle to get through this period. And now you don't need to. So focus on that joy, that calm, that feeling of calm that is coming in for you, that washes over you, that allows you to just be exactly where you are and not need to leave it too quickly. You will be moving forward with the 8 of Wands. So it's not permanent rest, but it is about being able to get that bit of rest in order that you can then take control over where you go next. So I feel like you'll be moving into a more expansive period and state, but it's one that you'll be driving, you'll be directing. Where maybe in recent weeks it's been more about resilience for you, it's been more about riding the waves. Taking this time out now is going to allow you to recover. It's going to allow you to regroup, to plan, and then to set the agenda for yourself, so as you can start to blaze this path in the direction you want to go in future, rather than feeling a bit like a hostage to fortune as you have done of late. I hope that makes sense for you, Gemini. The next sign is going to be Cancer. Hi, Snow White. So Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising for the 21st to the 27th of October 2019. Okay, Cancer. You're keen to move out, Cancer. You're keen to move forward quickly. You're perceiving a lot of people as obstacles or in your way in some sense. Not necessarily as a threat, but as something to be endured, dealt with, and got past, got over, rather than connected with. So you're not that trusting even now of the people around you or the situations you're finding yourself in. And while you don't want anyone obstructing you, it is about your approach to them, Cancer. You're coming in with the 8 of Swords. You're also coming in with Revolution, traditionally the Tower. And what is driving you from deep down, therefore, is a sense of things being wrong, needing to change. And that might be projecting outwards as feeling like anyone who gets close to you is a problem. So you want to push away from them, push past them. Don't really want them being close to you, don't really want to be seen. With the 6 of Swords, it's like you just want to be elsewhere. I want to get going. I need to be over there. Not with you. Not doing this, not here. Got to get past this, got to get past this, got to get past this, got to get past this. And it's not a rush, Cancer. It's not a rush. It's not a race. And you don't need to take this out on them. I have the Page of Cups showing up for you as your challenge. I also have the 3 of Cups as your advice. How much of this view of other people is a projection? How much of this is designed to stop you from connecting with yourself? Can't settle here for too long, because then I have to really feel it. And I feel lots because I'm a Cancer. So it just needs to slow up a little bit. take your time. Talk to people. Converse with them. Negotiate with them. Rather than running them over, rolling them over, pushing past them. And take the time to notice the emotions and the deeper feelings that are coming up around this. Because I feel like for a lot of you, Cancer, that's what you're avoiding, is getting in touch with what these situations and people are actually revealing to you. The restriction feels like it's linked to self-doubt, but it's also linked to a denial of some feelings and emotions that you're going through. And some of those might be uncomfortable, but they can't just be shut out. I get the anywhere but here feeling, but you are in the right place, and there's a need to connect with some of this so as you don't miss this opportunity to get in touch with yourself, develop, move forward, and heal, Cancer. It's not easy or straightforward or fun, but I feel like you're going to connect with yourself and feel far freer and more amenable and able to work with and be around people if you do so. I hope that makes sense for you. The next sign is going to be Leo. Hi, Super Angry Koala. Hi, Tina. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For the 21st to the 27th of October, 2019. Leo. Okay, Leo. Hi, LV. Okay, Leo. Leo's keeping secrets. Leo's keeping secrets. Leo doesn't want to admit to something, or he doesn't want to admit something to other people. Feelings that are coming up, truths that are being revealed that you don't want to accept, connect to, admit to, let alone share with anyone else, Leo. Because you feel like, were you to, then your whole world might start to turn upside down. You couldn't deal with it. It's too much. Now, for some of you, that is admitting to being unhappy about something. For some of you, it's admitting to feelings for somebody. For some of you, it's admitting that something isn't quite what you thought it was, and you might need to change your worldview and your belief system, but you don't want to. You're coming in with the Five of Pentacles, looking out at it, and it's too much. It's too much. You don't want to deal with it. You don't want to deal with it. Underpinning this, it's the Queen of Cups. Knowledge that it's truth, that it's real, that your feelings are telling you exactly what a situation is, and yet you're avoiding it. And yet you're avoiding it because with the Five of Cups, it's distressing for you. It's distressing that you might have to suddenly rearrange parts of your life in light of this information. And I feel you avoiding it. I feel you're avoiding it, but it comes from distrusting yourself. It comes from distrusting the situation around you. And this is stuff that you need to shift and open up to, or it's going to cause you a lot of difficulties because it's moving you out of alignment. I have the Queen of Wands showing up, and I have Strength showing up. This is the difficulty for you, is you'd want to push on as you have been before you became aware of this. You want to stuff this down, hide it away, not deal with it because it feels like too much effort, too much work. You don't know where it's going to go. Is it going to cause disruption? Is it going to make everything worse? It's not going to make everything worse for you in the long term, Leo. What's going to make things more difficult for you in the long term is not being in alignment with what your feelings are telling you and what you're realizing. So that's what you need to connect to. Is it easy? No. Is it fun? Not initially, but in time probably actually is, because it's going to feel more natural. With Strength, your own card, you can do this. You can. It's going to take work. Not going to be straightforward, but this is about being able to accept what you feel, what you know to be true, and then to move on it in that way, Leo. It means relaxing a few of those boundaries and barriers that you have to it, identifying where they are and starting to shift them out of the way, because this is a change. It is a shift for you. It's a necessary one, and you don't want to miss the boat on it. Yes, it's disruptive, but it'll be more disruptive for you to carry on as you have been without acknowledging this and integrating it. I hope that makes sense for you, Leo. Hi, Kristin. The next sign is going to be Virgo. Virgo's sun, moon, and rising for the 21st to the 27th of October, 2019. Virgo. Okay, Virgo. You're just getting settled, aren't you, Virgo? Getting it nice and calm. Everything's in place where you want it to be. And now you're quite content. Don't want anyone or anything to disturb this for you, because you got it all worked out. You've got it all worked out, and that's not bad. It's not bad, but nor can you just shut out the outside world, Virgo, as I feel some of you may be attempting to do at this time. You're coming in with judgment. And the sense I get with judgment is of the outside world being seen as intrusive, being a bit too much. That's why you're retreating. And maybe it's been difficult. Maybe you've needed to retreat into your own space. Ace of Pentacles, keeping yourself grounded. But because you're grounded, actually you can do more than you're expecting. There is going to be ways to deal with other stuff coming in. So you don't have to quite wall yourself in, bury yourself deep, dig yourself in deep so as nothing bothers or upsets you. I have Justice showing up for you. I have the 9 of Pentacles showing up for you. And I have the 8 of Swords showing up for you, Virgo. Balance doesn't mean doing nothing. It means being able to trust your environment, Virgo, being able to trust where you're at, being able to trust in your ability to do things, because I feel like you're going to close yourself off otherwise. While you need respite, and that's fine, the sense that I get is over the course of this week, There are going to be people coming to you, opportunities opening up for you. You can invest in them, you can take part in them, or you can close yourself off and be like, nah, I'm fine. And one of those allows you the space to develop, to do more, to move things forward. And the other one is kind of a saying, no, I'm stopping here. I don't need anything else. I don't need anyone else. I don't need to develop any further. I'm fine where I am. And that is going to cause you difficulties as it goes on if you take that route, Virgo. Doesn't mean that you have to give yourself away to everyone and everything, but it means allowing some new things to come in. It means allowing some opportunities. It means trusting in your own ability and self-reliance to be able to do that bit more than you're currently allowing yourself to, Virgo. You can't hide from the world. You simply can't. The world is there regardless. You can't hide from yourself either. What you can do is be proud of what you've created so far, but recognize that the way forward is still to take part, to open up, to be able to do more, Virgo. I hope that makes sense for you. The next sign is going to be Libra. And as we're halfway through the signs, I'm going to remind everyone to like and share the video if you're able. So the next sign is Libra. Libra sun, moon and rising for the 21st to the 27th of October 2019. Last couple of days, few days of the sun in your sign, Libra. Let's get a sense of where you're at. Okay. It's been getting calmer for you, Libra, as well. It's been getting more steady for you. More comfortable. The sun's transit through your sign hasn't been easy going. Not all the way through. It's not been straightforward. Big shifts, big changes, big challenges. But you're getting on top of things. You're getting on top of things and you're feeling much better as a result. And this is a relief to you. You're coming in with the Lovers and the Nine of Pentacles. So through this, you are forming a deeper connection to yourself. You're finding extra reserves, skills, coping skills, not coping methods, but coping skills, adaptability, things that you didn't know you had access to. And I feel like some of the past month has been a little brutal in showing that to you. But deep down, I feel like you've known all along that you've got it. And that's coming through stronger and stronger with the Nine of Pentacles. With the Lovers, you're clearer on that in your own mind now. Okay, I get it. I can do this. I can do this, and other people see something in me as well, and I feel so much stronger, so much better. I'm able to commit to myself. I'm able to commit to where I want to go next with the Chariot. So you're expressive at this time as well. Able to stand out, ready to stand out, ready to take center stage, ready to push forward. Ready to push forward alone if you have to, not needing to wait for permission, not needing to people please, not needing to be given permission. And obviously, it's still nice for you when you get the attention, when you feel like you're recognized and you've been receiving that and you are receiving that. But you can trust yourself far more now, Libra. You can trust yourself. I feel like you're going to be moving into quite a creative phase, but this week doesn't have to be super productive for you. I have suspension and the Four of Swords showing up for you, Libra. So the sense that I get is to be sparing with your energy at this time. I feel like there are creative projects, new things, new directions that you want to go in, that you want to move in, and you can put some energy into them. But what you don't need to do is push and power really, really hard. You're already making the progress. You can trust it. So this is quite a slow moving chariot for you. Being in this space where you know you're getting there, so you don't have to charge full pelt ahead. Slower and more trusting and allowing things to unfold. So your ability to express and to trust yourself just gets that little bit deeper, Libra. I hope that makes sense for you. Hi, Madeline. Hi, Pam. The next sign is going to be Scorpio. Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. Sun is entering your sign on Wednesday, Scorpio. This is for the 21st to the 27th of October 2019 for Scorpio. It's not as bad as you've been making out, Scorpio. You can face the world. You've been reluctant to face the world, Scorpio. Maybe a little bit of paranoia, certainly a bit of distrust feeling. I feel like some people might take advantage of you or might drain you, and you've been holding off as a result. And rooted within that is kind of a bit of a distrust of yourself, of the situation you find yourself in, projecting out onto other people, essentially. Five of Pentacles. You've been keeping yourself to yourself because you don't necessarily trust that people are going to be on your side or have your best intentions, needs, etc. at heart. Suspension coming in for you as well. So with suspension here, which is the Neptune card, it's very much, I get mistrust, I get paranoia, I get unfounded mistrust for you, Scorpio, because actually I feel that connecting with people at this time is going to be more fulfilling and helpful than that, and it's going to help to ground you and root you in reality and allow you to trust the material world and your material conditions with the Six of Pentacles. People want to help you. They want to support you. They want to be with you. They don't have an ulterior motive at this time, Scorpio. Please open up to them. I have the King of Wands showing up for you. I have the 10 of Wands showing up for you. People want to encourage you to do stuff, Scorpio. They want to encourage you to express yourself. They want to encourage you to take charge. But taking charge, being in control, means doing so fairly. It means seeing what's real from what's less than real. It means being able to trust yourself enough that you can have people around you, that you can connect with them, that you can work on real things, that you can create. Some of you may have something that you've been working patiently on by yourself or keeping to yourself, but I don't feel you necessarily need to now. That doesn't mean that everyone else gets involved, but it means that this veil of secrecy that you feel like, it feels like you've drawn over your life, that can start to go, Scorpio. The threat is not there at this time. You're in a comfortable, commanding and strong place, but people want to step in a supportive way and connect with you in this material reality. In the material, it's okay. In the murky depths, you've got all kinds of ideas going on, but you can trust what's right in front of you at this time. You can work with it, and it's going to enable you to move forward in a far more powerful and productive way. I hope that makes sense for you, Scorpio. The next sign is going to be Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the 21st to the 27th of October 2019. Sag. Okay, Sagittarius. Things are going well, Sagittarius. Things are going well, but you're still not fully trusting the people around you either. There's stuff that you're keeping to yourself, possibly unnecessarily. It's like for some of you, you put on this really brave, positive, happy face, and then later on when no one's looking, it's kind of like you get emotional, teary, cry to yourself, but you don't allow anyone else to see that. And it's like you don't trust them with it. It's like you don't trust yourself with it. You don't trust them to hang around if they see that part of you. You feel like it'll upset them, like it'll bring them down. You don't want to do that, so you keep it to yourself. But it's like you have sectioned off parts of yourself, parts of your life. These are fit for human consumption. This isn't. And that's not the healthiest thing in the world, Sagittarius. And there are people you can trust more than that. There are. They really are. You overthink this. You're coming in with the star. Want to be the positive one, the bright one, the forward-thinking one, the forward-looking one. Don't need to show emotion. Don't need to connect on that level. Just want to connect on a positive level. Underpinning it, the 6 of Wands. So you're quite scared that if you show this part of yourself, this side of yourself, people won't believe in you. People won't believe in you. They won't celebrate you. They won't value you. And so with the Magician, you're very much concealing parts of yourself, and you're being hypercritical of yourself in the process, Sagittarius. And it doesn't feel that healthy or necessary at this time. I have the Knight of Swords for you. I have the Knight of Wands for you. With the Knight of Swords, I feel like you split yourself in two, in order that people only see the Knight of Wands part of you. Dynamic, productive, positive, happy, creative, blah, 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 blah. But it's not you in your entirety. The people who are supposed to be around you, Sagittarius, are going to accept all parts of you. You may well have been conditioned to conceal ideas, experiences, beliefs, emotions, which some people call negative. But that's a big part of you. And what you're attempting to do is contain or compact your feelings, parts of yourself, and hold them somewhere out the back, out of the way, and you don't need to. You don't need to. And it will creep out, it will seep through, it will get in the way one way or another. Does that mean you just offload and dump everything onto people? Of course not. But it means that you show yourself as a balanced whole, Sagittarius. Because as you start to trust yourself to do that, as you find the people who accept you for who you are as a whole, not just for who they expect you to be or what they can get out of you, you're going to feel more able, more positive still, more creative actually, because it's going to be more genuine. It's going to be from the heart, Sagittarius. And then actually, you're then far more inspiring. You become far more inspiring, far more of a figure of hope, an example, a role model, than if you pretend that some of that stuff isn't there. I hope that makes sense for you, Sagittarius. The next sign is going to be Capricorn. Hi, Diane. Hi, Ladybug. I'll be pulling cards for a few people at the end of the 12 signs, depending on who I'm drawn to. But if you would like to get a full personal reading guaranteed with me, my details are just in the box below. You're very welcome to book me. So Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the 21st to the 27th of October 2019. Cappies. Hi, JTMC. Capricorn. I hope you did slow down during Libra season, Capricorn, because it's going to start powering up again now. And it's going to need you to be ready. Is it simple? Is it straightforward? No, it's not. But hopefully you've been conserving your energy and recharging, because you're going to be breaking out now. You're going to be breaking out now, but hopefully you've learned a bit of self-care, a bit of grounding, a bit of balance, a bit of structure that allows you downtime during this time, Capricorn. Because it's not about being full speed ahead, but I do feel it becoming more challenging for you in terms of there being more things to do, more things to balance out, decisions to make about where you put your energy, because you can't put it everywhere. You're coming in with the 7 of Wands. Underpinning it is the Knight of Pentacles. So you know your main goals, you know the main things that you're working on, the places you're trying to get to, the things you're trying to create. Bit of disruption coming in with the 7 of Wands. I don't feel necessarily that people are directly targeting you, but I feel like there are things that are going to just pull on your energy, on your time a little bit, and you're going to need to be discerning about your response to that. You're going to need to think on your feet. You're going to need to think on your feet. Page of Swords, Capricorn. And part of this may also be someone else coming in who challenges you, shakes things up, stirs things up. Some of you Capricorns, some of you are dealing with children going through a particular developmental stage where they might be doing things that surprise you, maybe even shock you. You're not sure how to respond, and so you're going to have to think on your feet. You're going to have to be quite careful as well, because you don't want to overreact. You want to support, you want to guide them through this rather than coming down super heavy. You're also going to have things that it's increasingly obvious are not for you. And so you've got decisions to make about what you say goodbye to as well. So you're doing a lot. It's like you're jumping from place to place, thing to thing to thing to thing to thing to thing. Some things are going to have to be pushed out of the way with the 8 of Cups. Why? Because you're creating space for yourself with the Queen of Pentacles. You're creating a lot of space for yourself in which you can feel at home, feel grounded, be able to flourish, be able to support yourself and to support others. And you can't do that when you're being pulled all over the shop. You simply can't. So some things are going to take your attention. They're going to be priorities. Some things will try to compete for your attention, but they ain't worth it. They're like way out of the way, and you can push them away. You don't need to get drawn into what's not yours at this time, Capricorn. And yes, some of you need to divert extra attention to your kids in order to support them through difficult developmental phases. All of this coming through for you. It's a lot to be working with. Discernment is very important. Conserving energy is also important. Staying on the path is important too. It's going to be faster and more tricky going forward for you, Capricorn. However, seeing clearly, feeling clearly, knowing intuitively what suits you, using the energy that you've been conserving, you're going to be absolutely fine. And I don't feel like you get steered off course, off track. You just need to divide your attention a bit. I hope that makes sense for you, Capricorn. The next sign is going to be Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the 21st to the 27th of October 2019. Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Words are weapons, Aquarius. Words are weapons. Or they're tools. And you can use them to tear someone down, completely fucking destroy them if you choose to. And that'll come up for you this week. Or you can use them to encourage, to improve, to mend bridges, to move things forward. And you got to be careful not to be too fast, too rash, too quick, too reactive this week, Aquarius. Because you may say things you regret or go on to regret that do more harm than you intend, and that burn away some links, some bridges that don't need to be burned. And that doesn't mean that you need to give yourself away too easily, but you need to guard against an overly emotional reaction rather than response that means that you take things out on somebody and really give them more than they deserve in terms of fire coming off of you. Coming in with the Ten of Swords and the Ace of Cups and the King of Wands. In a powerful place. What you do with your firepower, with your words, matter, Aquarius, at this time. Someone is going to trigger you in a major way. Maybe you're already triggered and somebody in front of you is going to cop the fallout from that if you don't keep it under control. And it can be really nasty. It could be really nasty. It could get really nasty. You could cut people off unnecessarily. You could hurt them. You could cut yourself off as well. And I feel like these may be people who you actually have a much better history and connection with than this suggests. It's just that they are either the one triggering you or the nearest one to you. So I have the Three of Cups showing up. I also have Revolution showing up. Be careful. Be careful. Be kind if you can. Be measured if you can. Because if you burn this connection down, there's going to be no going back. And sometimes connections or bridges need to be burned, Aquarius. But not always. Not always. You need to come back to yourself, identify your feelings, what you're going through, but you also need to find that bit of joy within yourself. And find the connection, the value in that connection to the people around you as well. Because this feels very all or nothing, the way you're reacting. It feels very all or nothing, and it doesn't need to be. There's some nuance needed. There's a breath needed, and there's a considered response needed, Aquarius. I hope that makes sense for you. The next sign is going to be Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the 21st to the 27th of October 2019. Pisces. Just give me a second, please. Okay, Pisces. Sorry about that. This is nice for you, Pisces. This is nice for you, so long as you don't get too carried away or live too far in the future or too much in a daydream. I'm feeling that there is somebody coming into your life, or somebody who you've already met recently, who is very exciting to you, connects really well with you. So it feels like a romantic situation. It feels like something that is sparking as a physical situation, but has a romantic direct dimension to it. Naturally, as a Pisces, you move into the realms of romance, fantasy, emotion, feeling, daydreaming very, very easily. 10 of Cups. You feel right with this person. Maybe you don't know all the details, but you feel right. You see a future with them. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And if I have this person with me, I know it's going to be okay. This is beautiful. Underpinning it is the Six of Pentacles. So this is somebody who I feel is quite practical as well. Does things for you. Shows you they care materially, and by spending time with you. Exerting energy on you, maybe by buying you things, but certainly by offering something of themselves. And with the Ace of Wands, that's exciting you. It's sparking passion, sparking excitement. Now, this may well be a fire sign energy who you're connecting to, Pisces. So that could be Aries, that could be Leo, that could be Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But it's somebody who kind of puts their money where their mouth is. And that's good. That's good. It feels positive, but I feel like you might make yourself a little small, accommodating. You might hide bits of yourself or just agree to whatever they're saying, agree to whatever they want. You have your own fantasies, but you're following theirs. And there just needs to be a little bit of balance within that. Two of Wands is showing up as your challenge. I feel like this person I've mentioned, they may well be a fire sign, is quite assertive, quite a dominant figure. And that doesn't have to be a bad thing at all, by any means. But you still need to ask for the things that you want. Don't neglect those, Pisces, because you do want this to be in balance, in alignment, and becoming what you desire as well. So with the Empress, express yourself within this. Express yourself within this. Show more of yourself. Far from pushing them away, I feel like that is going to enhance this. It's going to expand it, but more to the point, it's going to give you a shot at growing into this, influencing this, shaping it, co-creating it with them. So don't give everything away. Step into it as yourself and ensure that you are taking up space in this connection too. I hope that makes sense for you, Pisces. That is all 12 signs. Thank you all for being here through those. I have time now to pull cards for a couple of people. If you have a question for me, please pop it in the live chat and I'll do a quick pull for you on it. And whilst I'm waiting for those to come through, I'm going to ask everyone to please remember to like and share the video, and please remember to subscribe and enable notifications. If you'd like to connect with me or donate to me or book a reading with me, be that tarot, psychic, astrology, or if you'd like to book me for an event, all my details for that are just in the box below. So let me see what I am receiving, who I am drawn to. Super Angry Koala is asking, moving in 10 days, and I'm not sure if I should break my silence, reach out to someone, or if I should just let the whole thing go and leave it in the past. Pretty well healed, but I can't seem to. Okay, Super Angry Koala. Remember, these are very quick polls, so be specific in your questions, because if you want a full reading, you have to book me. You know, I'm not going to spend 15 minutes on each of you here. Super Angry Koala. This is holding you back. It's holding off your new beginning. It really is. And why? What are you expecting to change? What are you expecting to shift in this person? Like, you can reach out and speak your mind, but don't make your happiness, your freedom conditional on somebody else in this way, because with the 10 of Wands, it's holding you back. With the Ace of Swords, you're almost there. You can taste the freedom, the fresh air, the breath. Say what you need to, but don't tie yourself in. Push it away, cut it away, because you're making a break for it. Maybe they'll be happy for you and maybe they won't, but you're doing it anyway. Doing it anyway. No matter what, cut those cords, you're going to feel so much freer. Look at the strain you're putting yourself under. You don't need to. I hope that makes sense for you. Michelle, I'd like to know what the universe would like me to know for the rest of 2019. That's a really detailed question, Michelle. I'll give you a hint of where you're at the moment, but I really feel like you want a full personal reading. Michelle. Difficulty, Michelle, and I did mention this needs more, is okay, you're not so much stuck in a rut, but I do feel a lack of flexibility, a lack of openness, a tightness, a slight pessimism that is kind of holding you up, holding you back, meaning that you don't quite move forward. And I feel like maybe not the rest of 2019, but 2020, you're going to be moving on to very, very new things. Very, very new things, and therefore you can't cling too tightly to things as they are at the moment. I get the sense of seeing a lot of the same people, doing a lot of the same things, having a lot that is routine. Very, very structured, very, very tight. Four of Pentacles. And with the Three of Cups, people you're around, go and enjoy yourself with them. New people, go and enjoy yourself with them. But don't expect things to stay exactly as they are in the long term, because they won't. Things are going to shift for you in the next 3-4 months in a very, very dramatic way. It's going to mean leaving some things, situations, people, and even things that you might feel committed to at this time behind with the Five of Pentacles. Because you're not that fulfilled at the moment. You're not that satisfied at the moment. You're going to have to choose what you take with you, what you leave behind. And I mentioned this being a potentially big topic, and it is. But this is about you finding the space to express, to grow, and I feel to specialize in terms of work in new ways. I hope that makes sense for you. Madeline Torres, do you see emotional stability for me at this time? If somebody's asking me if I see emotional stability for them, it kind of sounds like they don't see emotional stability for themselves, and that's a little tricky. So let's get a sense of where you're at, Madeline. Is it stable at the moment? No, it's not. It's not stable because you're leaving things behind. You know to leave things behind. You know what is not right for you, what is not fulfilling you, what you need to step away from. And you either stay around in it regardless, and you turn in opportunities, open doors, you close off, and things go exactly as they already are. Or you turn around and you're like, you know what, I've seen enough. I've seen enough. And it's not about emotional stability. It's about not quite being in the right situations. Because your feelings below your emotions are being like, this isn't for you. You've got other stuff to go and do. There's stuff here that you need to lose. Place into the past with the 8 of Cups. And with the Wheel, I feel like there are opportunities opening up in order that you can do new things. There are things in your life at the moment, situations that you're connecting to that once felt really, really good, but they've run their course. And with the 3 of Pentacles, there's this sense of reaching out to what is right for you, what is tangible, practical, what you can pin yourself and your colors, that the mask that you can pin yourself and your colors to, that will enable you to sail your way forward into more fulfillment, into a space where you can expand more. I hope that makes sense for you. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all for your questions. Thank you all for the wonderful, warm and welcoming atmosphere that you all create here. I'm going to wish you all a wonderful, wonderful afternoon, evening, night, or morning, depending on where you are in the world. And I will see you all again in the next 2 or 3 days for your full predictive outlook for Scorpio season. Take care, everyone. And please feel free to get in touch if I can help you in any way. Thank you.